Good day, I'm Zaid Brown from Holistic Consulting. Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive into the controversial topic of tree training. I hope you enjoy the journey and please subscribe for awesome content.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are meeting with Zaid Brown. He's the owner and founder of Holistic Consulting and a canine specialist. And today I'm wanting to dive into the controversial topic that challenges the very foundation of modern dog training around no treat training. And I'm here to meet with Zaid to understand why Zaid doesn't use treats as part of his training methodology, and what he often calls in terms of Bond Attunement. Now, Zaid, I'm looking at that pouch that you're wearing at the moment. Is that a treat pouch? We're doing a no treat training interview.
This is designed under the Arklines brand. This is a trainer's belt for storage and for connecting the long line to the deering for hiking, sportsmanship, canine activities, active lifestyles, etc. And also stores what you need to store.
Okay, the viewers might find that misleading, seeing that we're going to be talking about no tree training. Okay, let me not take too much of your time, so let's find out. I have some questions lined up for this morning, and I'm hoping that the viewers find what you have to share very powerful and impactful. So let's dive in. Zaid, thank you for making your time available this morning. Can you tell me why you don't use treat training as most traditional dog trainers do today?
Great question. Tree training teaches a dog to respond to rewards. Bond attunement training or ARC system teaches a dog to respond and submit unto you. Conditional obedience is limited. Connection training or connection via union is the true bond and true system that bonds you to the alliance that you need with the canine. And that is true connection.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that you're looking at the dog not focusing at what's in your hand, but building a connection is more profound and more important. Doing that with me, Zaid. But now tell me, isn't that a little harsh? Isn't reward training kind?
It may look kind, but amongst wild wolves and dogs, they don't train each other via treats. They communicate with each other via telepathy, energy, body language, pack momentum. What is often seen as compassion is immature dependency. We want the dog to correspond via leadership and not to submit to the mundane lure.
Okay, Zaid, so now tell me, what exactly is bond attunement then? What's that all about?
Bond attunement is a system that is rooted in nature's governments. It's all about tuning into the emotional, biological, instinctual need of the animal. It's not about dominating the animal or bribing the canine. It's about aligned communication.
Nature's government, that's really deep. What's that all about? Can you talk to me about that?
In all species, especially canines, they are social beings. There's an unspoken law within the flow of nature's government. That's energy. Once the leader is able to tap into that energetic flow and communicate to the animal via clarity and precise tools, the dog naturally chooses to submit unto you. And that's the core of bond attunement.
Okay. So now tell me, doesn't treats build positive associations? Isn't that science backed?
It builds association, but it creates immature dependency. Neuroscience teaches that when humans and dogs are emotionally regulated,
Mm-hmm.
they advance very nicely. It's all about the dog being in a calm, safe space. It's not about reinforcing behavior. It's about reshaping relationship. Attunement is about dog transformation behavior.
Zaid, so now tell me, can bond attunement work with anxious and aggressive type of dogs?
Absolutely, we work with them all the time. A cookie cannot solve a dog's internal cardiological world. A dog needs to be connected, and once they're connected and they feel heard and understood, everything changes.
Wow, okay. Zaid, now tell me, is the bond attunement methodology of training, is that a faster method or is that a slower method in comparison to, your tree training?
Well, it's not about speed, it's about depth. Treat training is a sprint, ox system is a marathon. Dogs don't forget how to feel safe. And once they are tuned and bonded to you, they will always remember that within the central nervous system. And the bonus is you wouldn't have to carry a treat pouch for the rest of your life.
That makes a lot of sense. And also long lasting. So
Absolutely.
the bond attunement
It's it's
method is a lot more long lasting than. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, yes.
relationships shape who we are. We never forget when someone was with us when we were struggling and walking through that valley of darkness. It remains with us for the rest of our lives. So when we train dogs, when we move with them through that valley of darkness into light,
And struggle.
exactly, it sears into the central nervous system. And there's a scientific part of a dog and there's a mystical part of a canine.
So, Zaid, share with me and the audience watching this interview, what was one moment that made you truly commit to the bond attunement approach?
There is many that I can cite, but I would say when I was going through a real tumultuous time in my life and I had to move due to personal reasons, I had to acclimate canine Noah to a crate,
Okay, is
which,
that Noah over there?
yeah, that is Noah,
Okay.
which is very challenging, as you know, those that have crate trained dogs. But I looked deeper into his eyes and I spoke from my heart to his heart. And I told him, my boy, you're with me in the situation and I need you to work with me. And he looked deep into my eyes and he went into the crate and he was calm ever since. So dogs feel deeply. And if you're able to communicate with them, they will abide by your energy and frequency.
Zaid, share with us what can dog owners who are watching your channel at the moment start doing today if they wanted to adopt and try your bond attunement technique? What could they start doing today?
I would say the first thing is always remember that we love dogs, but they're not human. And the way we communicate with them should be according to their brain's chemistry and their heart's frequency. So the first thing to do is less words, more calmness. Less treats, more feeling. Connect with the animal and create safe spaces in your home where there's calmness, regulation, structure, and you will succeed.
Ah, okay. So what I'm hearing you say is learn your dog's body language and lead by example and not by bribes.
Absolutely. There's a
And
difference between bonding and bribing.
what I'm also hearing you say is that the bonding starts in the stillness.
Absolutely. So the mainstream training system starts with commands. Nature's government, where all of nature has come from the 0 point field, which is the silent field of absolute power. We call that Tawheed. We call that unity. We call that power of being.
Zaid, what is the final message to your subscribers and the viewers watching this interview today? What is your final message to them?
It's simple. The return to natural science, the art of being, and you want to live in a way where you are bonded to the animal, and always remember that non-verbal and body language is one of the most powerful forms of communication. And always remember, there's always an answer to your question. Always persevere and know that once the bond is attuned, you'll always have a space of peace within yourself, and the dog will have a place of self-referral consciousness. You have a soul, and your dog has a soul.
Ah, and then, of course, I mean, the biggest takeaway is that you don't need to train your dog with bribes to make them behave. You just need to learn their body language. And then the other big thing around connection and bonding was about speaking from your heart.
And not your hand.
Aha.
And it's not about currency, it's about connection.
And bonding isn't bought. That's what you're saying. It's not about currency, because what you're trying to, my
Of course.
takeaway is that it's not bought. And then the biggest highlight of it all is to allow nature to guide the training.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Nature, all of nature, the trees, the plants, the animals, the beasts, they have an unspoken law,
And
that-
language.
a language, a law, and that is energy.
Wow. I mean, the viewers watching this today, especially those that have trained their dogs, it's going to, there's a huge shift to adopt. But what I'm hearing you say are there's simple techniques that you can start applying, and that's about learning their language and being still. So viewers, I wish you all of the best in this new bond attunement technique, and give it a go and see what happens, and let us know whether it works for you. We're keen to know, because I mean, Zaid adopts it with all his training, and I've observed how that works. So good luck and all the best.
Thank you so much, and stay with us. There's interesting things coming our way. All the best.